That should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Left side, Cook stays on his feet. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The Lions at 8-4 now in the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now,
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, Maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
First and goal from just inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Play action. Now it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. And here's a give to Spears. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Right back to Spears. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. They'll run with Spears. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. And now a run with Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked it for a loss.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to the ground, Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Now Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Cook. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here. Action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken at the 15. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination running backer. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Najee Harris, 49 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run on first down. Spears down to the 42, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
He's got a man complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Mike Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun to give to Spears. They juked him, and he works free. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyjae Spears, 59 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And taken right at the 35. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just give up.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 3rd and 6. Allen to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a
ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Detroit, it's a very important win as they move